There are two ways to win a game in Magic Chess. The first is the epic comeback method, which involves losing the early game and using the loss streaks to build your team until you are just about to run out of HP, then you hit a power spike and begin destroying the enemies. This is a very risky technique that requires proper identification of a team's power spike and win conditions to maximize its efficiency. The second way to win a game is what I like to call the snowball, which involves winning all the rounds in the early to mid game and maintaining the ensuing domination until the end of the game. This method usually relies on quick upgrades of the commander level to provide a numbers advantage to dominate enemies. Which of these ways or techniques do you prefer? Let me know in the comment section. A few things are needed to snowball a game from the very first round. Aside from the obvious need for more early game strong 3 gold and 2 gold heroes like Luo Yi, Layla, Cyclops and Roger, a good commander skill can also help. However, one of the most important things is the first item, obtained by winning the first creep defense round. I'm talking about the battle spells. In this video, I'm going to explore all 6 battle spells in Magic Chess and categorize them into early, mid and late game battle spells. This way you can have a better understanding of which spell to pick to complement whatever lineup you plan to use. Like, subscribe, comment, and let's get started. There are 6 battle spells in Magic Chess: Flicker, Revitalize, Aegis, Retribution, Purify, and Inspire. After winning the first creep defense round, you are given 3 of these spells from which you are to pick one. While the creep defense round is very easy to win with as few as 2 heroes, it is possible to lose the round, in which case you will not get any battle spells. That is, unless you kill the catapult minion. Let's see what each spell does. Inspire increases the attack speed of the carrier by 20%. This bonus is increased after each stage to 25%, 30% and 40% in the endgame. Aegis grants a 2000 HP shield to the carrier and the heroes to their left and right. This shield lasts 15 seconds. Revitalize summons a healing spring around the carrier for 5 seconds when their HP drops below 50%. Allies within the spring recover 8% HP every 1 second, adding up to 40% HP in total. Purify gives the carrier immunity to all forms of crowd control for 30 seconds. Flicker teleports the carrier to the farthest tile directly opposite their location. The carrier becomes invincible for 2 seconds and gains 50% attack speed for 5 seconds. Retribution permanently gives the carrier 200 magic power after they kill 3 enemies. The damage dealt by the carrier is increased by 35% after they kill 5 enemies. This damage increase affects basic attacks, skills and star core effects. Now then, let's rank each spell based on how they perform in the early game. Some information about mid to late game performance will be included for the spells where applicable. Retribution does nothing for the carrier in the early game, as the bonus stats come only after getting a few kills. This means that the carrier will not be enhanced for the first 1 or 2 rounds, 3 if the carrier is unlucky and fails to get any kills. Because of this, Retribution is the worst battle spell for the early game. While not as useless as Retribution, Purify serves little to no purpose in the early game. The biggest advantage of Purify is that you do not need to worry about sacrificing a hero to a Northern Veil Franco hook. You will not have to worry about any of these until at least the start of placement, if there's any lucky Rare Skill 3 users or people who pick Bane in the first Fate box. On average, you won't meet any Northern Veils until early showdown or maybe late placement. Other situations that warrant the use of Purify are when facing a 6 wrestler lineup, when facing Guinevere, or when facing Minotaur. These situations are all mid to late game, and so in the early game, the only crowd control threats are Luo Yi, and if you are equipping it on melee heroes, Beleric, Atlas and Ruby. However, there will not be enough burst damage from enemies to make the crowd control time deadly. Another factor which increases the utility of Purify in the later stages of the game, where a single good crowd control skill can disable a team long enough for a fully built finisher to wipe. As such, Purify ranks 5th in the best early game battle spells. The remaining 4 spells are going to be fairly polarizing in their distribution, but here's my ranking of the spells. Coming in 4th place, we have Inspire and Flicker. These two spells have similar applications, differing only in the kind of heroes they are equipped on. Inspire provides a constant increase in attack speed throughout a round, which is perfect for DPS heroes such as archers and gunners. Flicker, on the other hand, provides a short burst of attack speed in addition to invincibility and repositioning. This is perfect for heroes who are dependent on their skills, or more precisely, their first skill cast. A hero like Freya can use this to quickly transform into her more powerful form, while a hero like Luoyi can use this for the initial burst to deal massive damage. These two spells are put on the same tier since they have similar effects, although I have come to prefer Inspire as of recent because I have been playing more DPS comps, but if you are playing a burst comp, by all means, you can pick Flicker. It should be noted that while the efficiency of Flicker remains approximately the same throughout a game, Inspire increases in efficiency as the stages go by due to the increase in attack speed bonus. The average HP of 1, 2 and 3 gold heroes is around 4000 HP. 3000 if you are looking at just 1 and 2 gold heroes. This means the total HP of an early game 4 hero lineup is going to be between 13,000 and 14,000. Aegis gives 3 heroes 2000 HP shield each, increasing this number to 19,000 to 20,000 HP in the early game. In the late game, a 2000 HP shield might protect a hero from 1 or 2 basic attacks before dying, but in the early game, this 2000 HP shield can protect from up to 8 on average. Now imagine 3 heroes carrying this shield. The best part is that while it works best for frontline heavy early game comps like Weapon Master or Wrestler, it can also be used comfortably with squishy backline heroes as the shield is a fixed amount. This is very good considering most backline heroes have around 3000 to 3500 HP. Therefore, this 2000 HP shield is going to be very vital. This early game utility puts Aegis at 2nd place, falling very closely behind the number 1, Revitalize. Ever since the last buff, Revitalize has stood undefeated in terms of early game supremacy. When a hero's HP drops to 50%, they regain 40% HP in 5 seconds, and not just them, all heroes around them. Essentially, every hero has 140% of their max HP. This can be very dangerous when used with frontline HP heavy comps like Nature Spirit and Weapon Master. What makes this spell more dangerous is the relative insignificance of positioning in the early game. This means you can cluster your heroes safely to maximize the range of the Revitalize Spring. The fact that early game DPS is generally low adds to the snowball potential of Revitalize, especially when used by an early game strong comp. It also has good late game utility when used with high HP heroes. Truly the best battle spell right now, for the early game anyway. If you want to know more about the best full builds for every hero, check out this video. Thank you for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.
Rage on, Hurricane.
Time to teach you guys
Stronger than yesterday.
such a bad day. Your true leader has returned to the desert. uplifts me.
You're looking a little lost.
Honor to have died in this wondrous city.
Doesn't feel away.
My speed.
As long as my mind is free.
All hands ahoy! Fear of what? I don't ride the tide. I tame it.
It is a blessing to bloom and to wither. For one day.
I have chosen my path. What?
Come at me.
I'm home, lost potatoes.
It would take an army to stop me.
Death is never the end.
May you reign for again! I'll run a shot across the bow! Fear of water makes you drown quicker! I don't ride the tide. I tame it.
Never give up. For the glory of my
And the wind takes me.
Death is never the end. A greater cause.
Gold is dear. Diamond is dearer. Neither can be given up, though.
We fight for peace.
A bright future awaits us.
Honor to have died in this war.
All hands ahoy! What?
Wow, I'm a genius!
Is there a ninja?
Be my
You do not but
Must fight to keep our.
Mission confirmed.
We will never surrender.
What?
I'll be the beacon that guides Necrokeep. I can't hold it back anymore. There's no farther for us to fall.
It would take an army to
It is a blessing to bloom, and
I am home, Los Picados.
Oh, run a shot across the bow! Chicken way! Hide my run! Chicken way!
Honor to have died in this wondrous city.
blind confidence.
Don't move, don't let me harness you!
you're looking a little lost.
I can't hold it back anymore.
can be given up, though.
Takes me. That was a breeze.